Hi everyone, this is Chaos Chrono. Welcome to my channel. We're moving on to our third deck for this series of videos. I hope you all have been enjoying the videos so far and the content that I've been making. Again, if there's anything you're looking for specifically that I'd be able to provide, feel free to let me know in the comments below. And with that, let's get started. So with our third deck this time around, let's see, we do have a orange Archon. First house is Starlance, Shadows, and Untamed. Okay, let's throw that to the side. It's called Dylan, the Subject of Moon Village. Maybe that's a hint that there's going to be a subject Kirby in here. But we're going to open this and take a look. Alright, so we have this deck here, and we're going to put this onto the platform again. Alright, starting off with Untamed, we have Mutation of Fury, comes with an Aember Pip, and is enhanced with an extra Aember Pip, so we're definitely getting the Dark Harbinger in this deck. Comes with an Aember Pip, and is enhanced with another Aember Pip. Play. Until the start of your next turn, a creature gains Assault 3 and the Mutant trait. Nice. Mutation of Cunning, Aember when you play it. Until the start of your next turn, a creature gains Elusive and the Mutant trait. Let's see how many we can get. Oh, that's it. We have Dark Queen Gloriana, who's also enhanced with a Aember Pip, 3 power, enhances 2 Aember Pips in this deck, so we might have already seen them. Play, return a friendly non-untamed creature to your hand. Nice setup for a following turn. Load on, Aember when you play it. Play, if there are 3 or more untamed creatures in your discard pile, gain 2 Aember. Shuffle each untamed creature from your discard pile into your deck. Some Aember generation. There's the Dark Harbinger. It's a 4-power creature. After you play an untamed action card, ready Dark Harbinger. This has been one of my favorite cards in this set, especially coming in untamed, which is my favorite house throughout most sets. Reclaim by Nature, we have some artifact control, very nice. Aember when you play it. Purge an artifact, resolve its bonus icons as if you had just played it. Here's hoping to see some opponents with some enhanced artifacts. Lost in the Woods, good board control. Aember when you play it. Choose 2 friendly creatures and 2 enemy creatures. Shuffle each chosen creature into its owner's deck. Keyfrog, we have a key cheat. 2 power creature. When he's destroyed, forge a key at current cost, if able. Gloriana's Attendant is enhanced with an Aember Pip and a Capture Pip. It is a 1-power creature that enhances 2 Aember Pips in this deck. So with the Dark Queen and Attendant, we've got some good Aember bonuses coming in this deck. Ghost Hawk, 2 power, deploy. You may reap with each neighboring creature 1 at a time. Very nice. Cephaloist, 4 power. While you have 4 or more Aember, your Aember cannot be stolen. Good steal prevention there. Oh, we have 2 of those. Moving on to Star Alliance. We saw this card last deck, but in a different house. We have Tachyon Pulse. Comes with an Aember Pip. Destroy each artifact. Exhaust each creature with an upgrade. Nice artifact control in the second house. Ooh, Forging an Alliance. Aember when you play it, forge a key at +7 current cost, reduced by 1 Aember to a maximum of 6 for each house represented among cards in play. So we have 2 key cheats in this deck so far. Lay of the Land, Aember when you play it, and it's enhanced with the Damage Pip. You look at the top 3 cards of your deck and put them back in any order and draw a card. Nice cycling. Hayden Oswin, 2-power creature. When you reap, gain an Aember for each upgrade on Hayden Oswin. Let's keep an eye out for those upgrades. I haven't seen anything in Untamed yet. We do have Detention Coil. Aember when you play it, this creature cannot fight. Not a problem with Hayden, as she's just trying to reap. so we could use that. Antione, or casually known as Anthony, 6 power creature. When you play him, capture all your opponent's Aember. At the end of your turn, move 1 Aember from Anthony to your opponent's pool. Good emergency stop there for Aember. Survey, Aember when you play it and is enhanced with a draw icon, which might have been enhanced by itself. When you play it, look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Discard one of them. Again, good cycling in Starlights. Nope, we have a second survey. Bonus Aember pip and bonus damage pip on this card. Secure Droid, 4 power, Taunt. Secure Droid can be played as an upgrade, so that could be used with Hayden, albeit she's a little weak on power, so that might not work the best. Scout Pete, again with cycling in this set. 4 power, play Fight Reap, look at the top card of your deck, you may discard that card. Next we have Cream Yorg, 3 power, and enhances a capture pip, which you might have seen already. Action, if she has no Star Alliance neighbors, steal an Aember. Very nice. 2 of her, and there's that second draw icon from Survey potentially. And we're moving on to Last House, Shadows. Starting with Doom Sigil. Each creature gains poison. If there are no creatures in play, destroy Doom Sigil. So that helps against any of our beefier opponent creatures. We can all hit them with poison and just trade off. Unless we have Skirmish, which we might have something to work with here. Ooh, Safe House. And when you play it, I think that's enhanced, and it's an artifact. Action, archive a friendly creature from play. Let's hope for some rad pennies, maybe subtle autos, and other creatures that will have some nice play effects. Bone Rot Venom, and when you play it, it's an upgrade. After this creature is used, deal 2 damage to it. Not the upgrade we want with Oswin, but you can always play those on opponent creatures. Vandalize. Aember when you play it, look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck, discard 1, and put the others back in any order. It's kind of hard to tell with Shadows for which cards are enhanced and which are not, as the banner next to the bonus pip is very consistent with the enhanced color, just without the electricity. And sometimes those are missing from the enhanced cards as well, so it's a little hard to tell. There's a subtle auto with the capture icon. 1 power, play, your opponent discards a random card from their hand. Shoulder ID, 6 power, taunt. Shoulder ID cannot fight. When Shoulder ID would deal damage, steal 1 Aember instead. Nice taunt creature. And we have a second one, enhanced with a damage pip. Secret Needle, artifact. Action, deal 1 damage to a creature. If that damage destroys the creature, gain an Aember. No rad pennies though, that's unfortunate. Opportunist, upgrade. This creature gains elusive. When you play it, this creature captures an Aember from its opponent. Nexus, more artifact control. 3 power elusive. Reap, use an enemy artifact as if it were yours. Very nice. Mutant Cut Purse, that's where the damage pips were coming from. 3 power, and enhances 3 damage pips. Last card is Bow Knitting. Steal an Aember for, it's a 2 power creature. Steal 1 Aember for each forge key your opponent has. And yes, that is it. So, we're going to organize this and take a look at the deck as a whole. Alright, starting with the Aember pip count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 pips of Aember. That is a lot of Aember for a deck. Not the most we've seen ever, probably, but pretty up there. The second line below that, we have some honorary cards that will potentially help us generate as well, at least on a more consistent manner. So, Crewman Yorg and Bow Knitting for some steal. Ghost Hawk to get other creatures on the board to reap. Dark Harbinger with those untamed actions can be huge for Aember generation and bursting. Secret Needle becomes a little less consistent as it has to destroy that creature, and the only one on our, or the ones on our own side we can target are things like the Keyforge, the Gloriana's Attendant, and things like that. So we're probably going to focus most of it on the opponent. Hayden Oswin again relies on her staying on the board with art upgrades to utilize, so not necessarily the most consistent, and opponents will tend to target her quite frequently. Last two are Shoulder ID, probably the least consistent as it does require your opponent to choose to fight into them, so usually they will do so if they do not have any Aember that could be stolen. At other times, they're probably going to get removed through some destruction effect. Now we're going to reorganize one more time and take a look at some of the other details of this deck. Alright, so we just looked at the Aember generation and it was good 19 pips with a bunch of other cards that help generate. We're looking well over into the 20s for expected Aember. Now moving into Aember control, we have a couple of options, some diversity, which is good, but starting over here, just in this line over here, we have Crewman Yorg, Bo Nithing, Opportunist, Anthony, Subtle Auto with Capture Pip, and Gloriana's Attendant with a Capture Pip. Those are the most consistent Aember controls in this particular deck. That is quite limited in terms of how much Aember you can actually control, and we do have Anthony for an emergency situation. So with that, we're definitely playing this deck as a race style deck where you're really trying to get to those 3 keys before the opponent has a chance to ramp up. These shoulder IDs do count, however, again, like I said earlier, not the most consistent card to be taking an opponent off Aember and off a key. Moving over here, we have a bit of creature control, so that is also very limited in this deck. Removal. Our biggest guys can't fight, so that's going to be a little problematic. There are no board wipes. Lost in the Woods is essentially the most effective removal. We have some damage pips and a Secret Needle to do some extra damage, so that is definitely lacking. We're going to have to rely on that Doom Sigil in order to maintain the board or do any damage in terms of board presence. There is going to be a trade-off as our own creatures will die in the process. Few points of interest. We have Hayden Oswind. We do have Detention Coil we can utilize for her. Bone Rot Venom, not so much. And we have Opportunist over here that we can also attach to give her more potential Aember Burst. Down here we have the Safe House, as well as other recursion tools. So Ghost Stalker in here as that's potentially one of the targets, but Dark Queen Gloriana helps bring back creatures that are not of House Untamed to help set up for your next turn. And Safe House, again, we can reuse any creature we would like to choose. So in terms of play effects, Bo Nithing is a great target. Anthony, if he's been on the board and all the Amber's already gone back, and he still hasn't been destroyed yet, then we can reuse him using the Safe House. Obviously, there's a lot of Aember pips, draw pips that we can reutilize as well through the Safe House. So that might be a key mechanic in this deck. We do have the Dark Harbinger with a bunch of untamed action cards. So down here we do only have 3 under him, but there's also Lost in the Woods and Reclaimed by Nature that also counts. We have a total of 5 untamed action cards that can re-ready Dark Harbinger. In the middle here we have the Artifact Control, Tachyon Pulse, Reclaimed by Nature, and Nexus. So we have ways of destroying, purging, and using the opponent's artifacts, all in different houses as well, so that helps with consistency and not being locked out of that tool. Down here we have some Aember protection, so those come in the form of key cheats as well as anti-steal. Cephalois is great for that, and with the burst in Aember we have in Untamed, there is a good chance that that effect will be active when Cephalois is played onto the field. Keyforge as well as Forging an Alliance are definitely good ways to use up that Aember before it can get taken from us, so definitely important tools in this deck. Lastly, we have Speed in the bottom right hand corner. We have Scout Pete, 2 surveys, and a Lay of the Land. they're all in star alliance, but they do add to the speed of the deck. So looking at this deck as a whole, I believe it is quite good, lacking in certain areas, admittedly. However, with the expected Aember, which could potentially go up to close to 30, if I'm not mistaken, with some of these effects, since we didn't look into too much detail for those. As for rating, so with the Aember control is going to be relatively low. I do want to say maybe about a 4 to 5 rating, but might underperform because of the type and limited options for Aember control. Artifact control is great, sitting about a 2.5 to about a 2.5, maybe 3 rating. Creature control is definitely low. We're looking at single digits, maybe a 3 to 5 as well. Speed also around a 3 to 6. Just because there's only 4 cards that really add to it. There is some additional draw pips, so that might bring it a little higher. So let's say about a 5. So just to summarize, I believe, so the total SAS number, my guess based off what we have here will be close to the 70 mark as well. I want to say, in terms of the race aspect, it can go up to a 73, but because of the lack of Aember control, the relatively slow speed, and the lack of creature control, this is definitely going to get brought down a bit, so I might drop this down to 68. With that being said, that is it for this deck. I hope you all enjoyed this unboxing and review. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing to support the channel. If you have any feedback or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. As always, be kind and happy forging!